Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is, in fact, Wednesday. And we are here on Wednesday on this mountain. That's right, what is this mountain? Good question. I don't know. It's Germany! Go, Zoli! It's literally Germany. And also Defins. Welcome Lastabaka, welcome Stream Elements, welcome Stanley, Ranmu, Zoli, Defins. And that's everyone. It is a hot air balloon over the Zugspitze, Bavaria, Germany. The Zugspitze, obviously. It's the tallest mountain. If Germany's tallest mountain wasn't enough, we can lift you to even greater heights. While what does that say? While visitors who summon the 9,700-foot Zugspitze may contend with snowdrift whipping winds, passengers aboard this hot air balloon are carried by the gusts. Gust. That's cool. It looks really nice. You got a balloon right here. If you would translate it, it would mean train peak. It's literally Peak. The video game known as Peak. Anyway, we're gonna play web fishing. Also, Zoe said, I heard you will be picking up horse game today. I will be rolling, because this is where the meta card comes out. Everyone's like, yo, you gotta roll for at least 3 copies of Kira-san Black. That's the overpowered SSR card that's gonna be in rotation. I don't know, I'll try it. I will make an attempt. I have an account. I've not actually played any like rounds. I've not actually done a run. But you know, that's it. You'll probably have to play a tiny bit. No, you get like 11k gems just by signing up. If you link an account, you get another like 1k. I don't know. On my account that I created several weeks ago, that I've not actually played on, I have like 15k gems. Or whatever, not gems, carrots. I don't know. People were like, you need 200 rolls to guarantee you have enough to whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. Yeah, I just log into the game and not actually play. That's how I used to play Grand Blue. I would just log on, collect my gems, and then sometimes they have like free giveaways. They're like, hey, you can get like, you know, 10 free pulls. And just log on, do it. I would get like a cool character, and then not actually play the game. That's cool. You have 100. That's how many you get from signing up. You can even actually no, that's not true. It would require 15,000 to get 100 pulls. I think by default they give you like 11,000. Anyway, okay, we're gonna show lobby code. That's the code right there. This one. Anyway, I don't know. What are we even doing here? Is it time for Wolfhead Haunts Group Guild? I don't know. Who's this? It's the last. I don't know. Maybe. Just so I had nice nature. I even pulled on the banner I shouldn't have pulled on. This guy's not even pulling for the meta card. He doesn't even know. Why would he not wait for the meta? That's crazy. That's pretty cray, bro. Anyway, it felt very strange to go live and not post a tweet. It's like it takes so much time. I don't know if this is understandable. When I finish work and then I turn on OBS, I start the stream. After like I spend like at least a minute like posting a tweet. I post the tweet, I post the going live, and then I add like a alt text that describes the image. Like, hey, here's Wolfie, he's fishing. And then I have to do the same thing on Blue Sky. Copy paste. It takes like an entire minute sometimes, maybe like a minute and a half. Like I don't have to do it. And so I'm not gonna do it. I didn't put a tweet out. Yeah, I don't tweet anymore. I think I said this last stream, is that I think I'm just not gonna tweet going live tweets anymore. Because I don't think it actually matters. The people that would normally watch my stream already know when I stream. The people that they just see the tweet, they don't actually watch. So I don't know. People that care, literally, they're like, you know, they're on the Discord. They're already aware of my schedule. So I don't know. But I may post like a summary, you know, like at the end of every month maybe. I'll be like, here's all the images that I would have posted. It's good to put it, but stopped me from doing it quite a bit. You can literally check if it matters. Like seeing my metrics on twitch.tv. Yeah, I think when I check, I haven't actually checked, but historically, I think if I check my metrics, no one clicks on those. I think everyone comes from like, not that. Actually, I could check right now. Analytics. What is it called? Viewer discovery. Where is that? Discovery. Yeah, where do they come from? Actually, no, there are some. Hold on. Live viewership. How many come from Twitter? Twitter. No, it's like 2. It's like 1 or 2 clicks per day. It's like nothing. There was a big bump on June 23rd though. What was June 23rd? Was that when I released Vacuous Sugar Quest? June 23rd had 8 clicks from Twitter. Every other day has like 1 or 2 at maximum. There's 2 at maximum. So I don't think it really, the effort is not worth it. Yeah, big numbers. And yet those tweets get like at least high single-digit likes. So that's telling me people like it, but they're not watching. You know what? They're liking for the image. They don't actually care about the stream. Huge numbers. I got a click from lolesports.com. Remember that thing that we did where like we would go to the FBI website and then inspect element and then change the URL to point to someone's stream and then click on that? It does work. You could totally do that. Just go to an official government website, change a link, and then click on it. And if the person is checking their metrics, they'll see it. They'll be like, whoa, someone from the FBI.gov somehow found my stream. Welcome, Zeb. You could do that right now. You could literally make up fake referrals or whatever. Or what if you don't? I don't know. You don't have to. But you could. You could totally do that. Just a fun prank to pull. An FBI agent. You could go right now. Can we change our default fishing spot to the ocean? Oh yeah, I said I was going to do that, right? I forgot. I totally forgot about that. I think last stream I caught all the opulent quality fish. And then I was like, oh right, I forgot. I should be fishing in the ocean. I totally don't even do that. I'm unsure what direct other actually is in analytics. I assume it's Blue Sky Discord. I think Blue Sky probably... Okay, well it doesn't actually say. Blue Sky doesn't actually show up on this list. It might be other, I don't know. It might just be like things that aren't any of the other ones. I don't know what I'm saying. Because like Blue Sky is it's like a website, right? Surely they would include Blue Sky unless they do some like anti-tracking thing in there. I don't know. They don't have it yet. What if I click on my own link on Blue Sky from my previous post? And then we can see. I'll click on this. There has been 1 click. 1 click from Blue Sky. I'll check the metrics afterward and see if I actually see it. Oh, they don't have it, the tracking URL thing. I mean, isn't that like automatic though? They would have to like actively block it, I think. Or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, Discord, it could be. If they're opening it in like a different app or something, then maybe it doesn't count. Anyway. That's all to say that none of this really matters. You put in effort to do things and just whatever. Whatever, man. Imagine using Twitter. Oh, Spambot. Welcome, Spambot. Here we got this. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Haven't had one of those in a while. Anyway, what is there to do? What is going? It's pretty hot today. I know I've said this every single time I stream. It is pretty hot. Weather NYC. It's not just the heat, it's the humidity. That bot came from the FBI site? No. It's not true. The heat advisory, National Weather Service, 87 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, by the way, 30 Celsius. Severe weather alert. Heat advisory, possible threat to life or property. Heat index values up to 103. It may cause heat illnesses. Affected area, Manhattan. I'm not actually in Manhattan, but it's like pretty close. So I would assume that things matter. Also, look at all the rain. Are you seeing this? Thursday, Sunday, Manhattan Cafe from Uma Musume. Whoa, whale. You notice that people that don't know Japanese pronunciation, they usually say Uma Musume. The su is like extended. Uma Musume. They never say Uma Musume. Why is that? Is there like a... I don't know. There's something about it. Welcome, Namington. It's about 30 C here too. It's crazy. Where is that? What is your location? Sume, like consomme? Musume? Consomme? No, but like, it's not consume. They don't say consume. They say consomme, right? Musume. Musume? Consomme? Consume. Consume. Oh no, I was thinking of consume. That's a different thing. This is a different... How do you spell that? Oh, there's an O. That's a different thing.
Consomme.
That's different. Consomme. Let me tell you exactly where I live. Please, we gotta know. I'm gonna write it down. If you tell me, I'm gonna write it down in my notes. It's not even a joke. I'm actually gonna write it down. Soup. Good soup. Welcome, Yuyuko. Okay, what do I have to talk about? I don't know. Let me check my notes. Was there anything in my notes? Well, you comply with my GDPR request when I ask you to delete it. Do individuals have to comply with GDPR? Isn't it just companies that do business in Europe? I'm an individual. I don't think I need to comply. Can we get a Google form? No, because it has to be revealed on the stream. It's gotta be. Anyway. Okay, my notes. What do I have to talk about? You are technically a Twitch streamer with a micro company. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that counts. Who has to comply with GDPR? An organization that processes personal data. Now it's like, I'm not an organization. Now what does it mean to process personal data though? That is a thing that you can debate. Whether I am processing your personal data as a company. Tracking IP addresses. Cookies. I don't do that. Personal data. Compliance is non-negotiable. Regardless of number of employees, of which there are none. Offering goods and services. Do do individuals have to comply with GDPR? Is that a thing? US companies? Does GDPR apply to individuals? Wow, look at this. This is literally unreadable. Can I not accept them? Can I choose not to accept the cookies? General data protection. Data of individuals, stringent responsibility. This seems AI generated. I feel like every single time I go to a website, I'm like, this can't be real. GDPR, they got a rocket ready to start your journey to becoming compliant. Book a meeting. What is personal data and individual? No, I don't think I have to comply. You know, I don't think it's real. Welcome, slime molder. It does apply to individual. If you process or collect data. Now, what does it mean to process, though? Like, if people are disclosing information to me in my stream, does that count as me processing data? I don't know. Do we have any lawyers in the chat? Can you answer this? I don't know, man. Anyway, okay, let me check my notes. What do I have to talk about? Actually, there's nothing. There's actually nothing on here. There have been ants. Anyone have ant issues recently? I've had ants every summer. It happens, I feel like it happens every summer. There's always ants in the house. And then I get like the ant bait and then it kills the ants. The moment you write down info you are processing. I don't know. Yeah, you also have ant issues. How do you solve your ant issues? Do you buy ant bait to kill the ants? Because I feel like I always trust Taro ant bait. Of people that have tried ant bait, Taro, that's like the #1 company. All the ants, they go to the ant bait. They're like, yo, we got some food. Everyone, go check it out. We got food. And then the next day, they're all gone. It's pretty nice. No ants, but the gnats are showing up recently for me. Oh, yeah. I feel like that would be quite annoying. Raid bait. I heard the raid bait did not work so well, though. I feel like I've tried it before. It's never as good. But maybe it's like the type of ant. It probably depends. It's probably like different ants that work better with certain types of bait. There are some ants that are huge, though. Also, can you all smell ants? This is a thing that some people don't realize, that ants have a smell. Every single time you see like a tweet that's like, hey, do you know some people can smell ants? And then you get a ton of replies that are like, what? You're telling me people can't smell ants? The scent is so strong. I didn't actually realize that ants had a smell until like, you know, like when there's like ants and then like you crush an ant with your hand or whatever. If you smell after you've crushed an ant, it actually is a very strong smell. I never thought about it until I saw the tweet. They taste sour. Has anyone here eaten an ant? Where's Choco? She's resting. It's her rest day. She's not even streaming today. They taste sour. What about chocolate covered ants? They're out there. No, that's like the second whale today. That's crazy. But yeah, ants are back. They were back, but then they're gone now. They have in fact disappeared. Speaking of ants. What's the best ant? This is usual Wolfie question. Hey, what's the best such and such thing? What's your favorite such and such thing? Not ants. Speaking of things being sour, perhaps? Speaking of things that are horse related or anime related, or perhaps fishing. I looked at an Uma Musume channel on Discord. What do they talk about? Is everyone like posting how many rolls they have? They're like, I have 150 rolls for Kita-san Black. When does that go live? Is that in half an hour? What if I try doing some rolls on stream? I could do that. I could totally do that. My online oomps mentioned how they went to visit a horse racing track in Japan. Did they have a good time? Or were they like, whoa, it's just like in the anime, except they're real? But you're telling me the horses are real? Have you all seen the plushes of the Japanese racehorses that are not the Uma Musume ones? They're actually really cute. Oguri cap plush, but it's like a real horse. It's not like the anime horse. Yeah, the real horse. Doesn't this look so cute? Got like the race cap. They got the saddle. It looks good. And then you got the anime ones. But I'm talking about these ones. It's the real Uma Musume. Most of them just return after Aqua Final Live. Was that recently? Is that today? Hey, this is not Uma Musume. This is the real horse. I can't believe this. Oh, look at that. They're selling Toho. They're selling... What is this? Oh, Idolmaster Side M. Smooth transaction. It's a bit ago. Like a year? 2 years ago? 10 years ago? Man, time sure is past. A month? Okay, that was pretty recent though. I don't know, man. Imagine going to places. Has anyone been anywhere interesting recently? Has anyone gone on a trip? You're like, yo, I went to the convention the other day. Whoa, I went to the ocean. I went to the Uma Musume Museum. Or whatever. Welcome, Hamp. Your parents? No, I asked about you specifically. Not your parents. You specifically. I went to Costco. You buy anything cool? Do you get the pizza? Do you get the hot dog soda combo? The $1.50 soda hot dog combo? Oh, this is a big one. Look at this. Large number. Pizza. Welcome, Porkfu. Have you fished from the flood waters I'm heading about? I've never fished, so no. The flood waters? Actually, my my coworker had their basement flooded. Literally today. Something was broken, like the pump was broken or something, and he was like, guys, my basement is flooded. He had to like rent a bunch of drying machines or whatever. I didn't know those existed. You can rent drying machines from Home Depot. Welcome, Carp. Have you really never fished? Yep, I've never fished. I mean, there was a time when I was a kid. My family went to the beach and we had, I think it was crab trap. You have like a little net, or not a net, like a little cage. You put food in it, you drop it down. But we didn't actually catch anything. But I also wasn't the one doing it. It was my uncle. And so I don't know if that counts. But no, I've never actually been fishing. Despite all the times I've played fishing games, I've never actually fished. Nor do I think I want to. Because, you know, when you're out there, it's like hot. There's like mosquitoes. There's like bugs and everything. Or like sweating. I don't know. Not sure if I would enjoy it. Gotta catch a hunker. Or a tuna. Or a whatever. Legend worm. You can always fish in winter or spring. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I don't really have much of a desire to do that. Has anyone been fishing recently? What's that like? Is anyone fishing right now? Are there people that stream fishing, like real life fishing on Twitch? Is that a thing? If my mosquito allergy wasn't so bad, I would love fishing more. Yeah, I got bitten by mosquitoes recently. Actually, literally right before stream when I went to the bathroom, I heard the sound of a mosquito. I could not see it, but I definitely heard it. I'm pretty sure there probably is one in my bathroom somewhere. But I don't think I've been bitten by that one. But recently though, I saw a mosquito in my room. And then I caught it as it was biting me. And I think I killed it. I don't actually know. I'm not actually sure. You know, it is mosquito season. There are a lot of mosquitoes out there. Welcome, Cole. It's nice living somewhere with like no mosquitoes. It's like, I feel like mosquitoes, they're more common in places that have high humidity, right? So like, does that mean in California there are fewer mosquitoes? I know you're not in California, but you are on the West Coast. And I believe it is less humid over there compared to East Coast. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Everyone's freaking meowing? What are you doing? What are they doing out here, man? Mosquitoes. What if mosquitoes were eradicated? There may be a lot of birds that eat the mosquitoes. That makes sense. Actually, I had, so I was talking about ants the other day, or actually today. I had ants in the home. I also have some spiders, you know? Sometimes you see spiders in your house, and then you're like, oh cool, I'll keep them around so that they can, like, kill the other things that I don't want in my home. I did see some ants on the spider web. So that was pretty cool. I was like, yo, let's go, there's some food for this spider. It's pretty nice. The spider's doing its job as killing some of the ants. Oh, but there were many though. There were maybe like 5 ants on the spider web. But I had seen at least hundreds. There were hundreds of them. But they're gone now. As they all took the ant bait. Anyway, good times. Good times out there. Getting rid of ants. What else happened recently? I went outside. That's cool, right? That's something. Oh, there's at work. So we don't have assigned seats at work. It's like whoever shows up, if they take the seats, then it's theirs for the day. And I've been sitting in the same seat for like the past few months. But I think there's like a new person who joined in the past few months who often shows up to the office earlier than I do. Every time I show up, he's like at the seat that I normally sit at. Like, I know they're not assigned, but it pretty much is my seat, right? Actually, this is a thing in school as well, right? In college, people don't usually have assigned seats, but people do tend to sit in the same seat every day. And then one day you show up to class and someone is in quote-unquote your seat, and you're like, what the frick, this is my seat. I usually sit here. What am I going to do now? Sit in a different seat? And you sit somewhere else, and it's like, then you're taking their seat. You don't even know whose seat it is. And it messes up the whole thing. So this person who joined recently, he's been taking my seat, and then I have to take a different seat. There's one time when I showed up before him, and I took the seat, which is usually my seat. And then when he showed up, he did not sit in it, obviously, because I was there. But then I noticed that For whatever reason, the seat that the chair that he chooses to put at the desk is one without rolling wheels. So let me explain this to you. You go JS Paints, right? Office chairs, they typically have wheels on them. As if I'm describing this as if you don't know what a chair is. Welcome, Hamflow. They have wheels on them, right? To allow them to maneuver easily. You have chair with wheel. And then there's like another wheel on the other side. Do they have a steering wheel? No. I don't actually know how a chair looks like. It's like, here's a chair, right? It's got like a little thing. It's got like a thing on the back. Okay, so they typically have a wheel. You know, you can move around. For whatever reason, this guy, he chose to take a seat that did not have the wheels. They simply have like a flat thing that it gets stuck on the floor. I don't know, maybe he likes that. But it's like, when I took that seat, I was like, what the heck is this? I can't move my chair around. So then I swapped this with the chair of the next thing next to me. And then he was like, actually, like, oh, I'll take that, actually. And then he introduced himself. He's like, hey, I'm such and such. I just joined recently. I'm on this team. What team are you on? And then I said, this team. And he's like, oh, that's a team that's in high demand nowadays, isn't it? I forgot his name. I'm awful at remembering names. Also, welcome, Nezukishima. I'm awful at remembering names. Every single time someone introduces themselves, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna remember this time. And then I repeat their name in my head a few times. And then by the time the conversation ends, I've already forgotten their name. I just don't know how to do it. But anyway, he was like, I'll take that for you. And then I was like, oh, cool. And then he gave me the chair with the roller. And then I don't know. That's it. That's my whole story. You're like, whoa, that's so interesting, Wolfie. Guy who took your seat likes chairs without wheels on them. Good story, thank you. I don't think it was actually a good story, but I got nothing else to talk about. That's literally my stream nowadays. That's it. You know, now you can all go home. If you're not already at home, you can now go home. There's no more content to be found here. What is there even to do? Is that a meteor? Got a meteor out there? It's too hot for me to go anywhere but home. What about the shopping mall? Shopping mall that has air conditioning. Actually, there is something like kind of nice about going to the office though, is that the rooms are adequately cooled. Like at home, although I do have an air conditioner on, or not on, I do have an air conditioner that I could turn on. But I feel like unless it's really, really hot, whatever reason, I don't like having it on. Because it's like, you know, it's like loud, I can't hear stuff. But then like at the office, it's like, it's nice. It's pretty well ventilated, everything's good. And also when I take the train to work, the train also has air conditioning. So the only bad part is that when I have to walk to the office. And that's only for like, you know, 20 minutes-ish. Something, it's not too bad. The room, it is pretty cool, but Wolfie, I am at home. That's what I'm saying. That's why I qualified it with saying if you're not already at home. But you are at home. But yeah, summer, that's a thing. Can you believe July is already half over? I can't believe this. Every single time, we're always like, can you believe month is already half over? Before you know it, it's going to be August. It's fake. And then every single time, people are like, don't say that. No, time, it's not real. It doesn't happen. The AC is a little loud, but I don't mind it. Every minute outside, I feel many % of total energy draining away. True. Does anyone have like those portable fans? You put like a battery in it and then like it spins and then cools yourself. Wolfie is my boss in disguise trying to get me back into the office. No, I don't care. You can choose to not go to the office. It's up to you. It sounds fake. July is fake. It's nearly November. No, Christmas? Yeah, Christmas is literally next week. For real. Halloween, Christmas stuff. I got one of those fans in the mall yesterday, at the mail yesterday. I can't read. In the mail. at the mail. In the mail, yes. I've never had one. I've never had much of a need for one, because I feel like I don't go outside enough often for that to matter. Like, when I do go outside, it's only, like, temporary so that I go somewhere that's indoors. I don't tend to spend that much time, like, not in a room. You know, it's like I'm walking outside, then I go to the subway. I'm in the subway, that's indoors pretty much. And then I'm gonna go into the office, that's also indoors. Or like I go to the supermarket, that's also indoors. It's not like I'm going to like a park or like jogging or whatever. Welcome Bread Botnik. The neck fans always seemed fancy. Oh, the one where like you wrap around yourself and they have like fans built in. I don't know, I've never really seen someone with them. They do have jackets that have like fans built in. Every time I look at it though, I'd be like, isn't it kind of like hot though to be wearing a jacket? Like I know it has cooling and ventilation built in. Although I guess it does also block the sun. You know, the sun is contributing heat as well. I don't know. I saw a hat with fans built in. There's like a lot of Japanese clothes that have fans. A light UV jacket. This company makes air-conditioned clothing with built-in fan. Yeah, these ones. Have you ever seen someone with these ones? These ones right here. Apparently they're like pretty okay. Look at this one. Heard you can pull for Kita-san Black in 17 minutes. I knew it. I knew it because I remember, because that's when the last banner went up. Last week. Wait, was that one was on Thursday, right? Last week's banner went up on Thursday. I remember because I was not streaming on that day. And it was also at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Never seen this personally. I used to work in a desert. I would have really liked one of these. Well, now you know. Now you could consider purchasing one. I don't know how well they work, but I mean, you know, given that technicians are wearing these, I would assume that they at least kind of work. I feel like they would break into. Oh yeah, they would have like sand would like go in them, I guess. I don't know. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff going on. These images have nothing to do with the search though. Also, technically, I'm on call this week for work. So if I'm going to be participating in a game jam, I sure hope that I don't get any like production alerts while I'm working on something. I don't know. Haven't really gotten anything major. The last time I was on call, they had it was the big Google Cloud outage. Remember that? Everything was down. Google was down. I think Discord was also down. A bunch of websites where everything was down. Cloudflare was also down partially. It was pretty bad. Why would you trip that flag? For me to hope that nothing bad happens while I'm on call. It's fine. 1111. Is that what it was? I did see a post recently that was like the recent 1111 outage. I didn't actually read it, but it was kind of wild that they both happened on the same day, right? When like half the internet goes down, everyone's like, what the frick? Discord's down, Twitter's down, Some other thing is down. And then we realize everything is using the same thing. Roblox was down or something, I don't know. Stocks were down. Fish was down. Number was down. I just don't know. No one even really knows though. When you really think about it, no one out there really knows what they're doing. When you were a kid, you saw an adult and you were like, yeah, man, adults, they all know what they're doing. I can't wait until I grow up and I know what I'm doing. And then you grow up and everyone's like the same. You're like, oh, actually, no one ever knew what they were doing. They were just really good at pretending. That's life. Fish was down. Better go catch it. Fish was down. Oh no, I hope someone cheers it up. I can't believe that fish is down. No. Stocks. Anyone? Stocks? He didn't get the handbook to know what he was doing. Does anyone even really know what they're doing though? Adults are really just large children when you think about it. It's true. It's actually real. Fish was down. Well, yeah, they're in the water. The water doesn't necessarily have to be down though. There could be water above us. And there is. It's in the clouds. I mean, I know fish are not in the clouds. But like, you know, what if you lived below, underneath the ground, and the fish were actually above you? Wealthfront Robo has recovered up 7% over 6 months. Classic. Classic Wealthfront. I have been making money from that service. It's good. It's good to just put money in and then check it and then see the number go up. Do you actually know there aren't fish in the clouds? No, I don't actually know. Are there fish in the clouds? It's raining fish. A waterspout can sometimes successfully suck small objects like fish out of the water and all the way up into the cloud? What the? Do fish ever really rain from the sky? What the heck is it? Oh, this is. I thought these were real fish. Okay, there's too much flavor text. Me when I can't read 5 paragraphs. Why did they make this so long? That would explain the sightings of tadpoles, fish or frogs raining from the sky in Australia, Japan, and the US. Hold on. It's probably not entirely fair to say pigs can fly. What does this have to do with the article? Caught in a tornado-like vortex that sends them sailing through the air. Waterspouts, a twister-like vortex that forms over a body of water, might be picking up schools of fish or frogs and dropping them on land. Mario wouldn't lie. When did they mention Mario? They did in fact mention Mario somewhere. Wait, they mentioned them in the preview? But it was not actually in the article? Mario? What the? Wait, what? And fans of the film Magnolia know that. Why is this not in the article? I expect most things to be AI slop. Yeah, but I think how stuff works, that's like a reputable website, right? They got crosswords. They have other things. How to see and delete your Google history. Squirrels actually organize their nut hoard. Here's why. The sun spider is an arachnid, but not an actual spider. Okay, well, I don't know. Do you know Josh and Chuck of the How Stuff Works podcast? Nope. I'm not aware of Josh nor Chuck. Neither of them are on my radar. Radar? He said radar. What is he even saying, man? I don't even know. What do I even do on my streams? I feel like every Wednesday I'm just like, just yapping, you know? Just out here fishing. Not even really doing anything. I've started preparing a little bit for the game jam. I know, you know, some people, you can't prepare for a game jam. That's cheating. He's preparing. You know, the Kenny game jam. Just figuring out like assets that exist. Trying to remake a platformer easily. Welcome, ChocoJax. Here are the assets. They got this one. This one. Do you know ants have a smell? Did you know that ants have a smell? It's true, they are real. They do have a very distinct smell. Before or after they die? I think both. But it's very noticeable when they die. If you squish an ant and then like you smell the thing, you can only smell them after they die. But have you been close enough to an ant before it has died compared to after? I just don't know. Yeah, there's things here. Of course she does. She sniffs ants to experience their fear and suffering she inflicts. I don't think that's true. My aunt. See, it only works if you pronounce it as aunt. My aunt smells like skunk and incense. I don't actually know what a skunk smells like. I don't think I've ever actually been close to a skunk. I don't think I've seen a skunk in real life, actually. Welcome, aloe vera. Do I smell ants? Yeah, after I've squished them, I can smell them. Like, you know, when you squish an ant with like your finger or something, and then you're like, I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then like you smell your hand, and it's like, oh, what the? It's such a strong smell. Skunks smell like a roasted sesame. I mean, it seems like it would smell good then, right? People say they smell bad. Skunks are kind of cute. I don't know. I've never really seen one, so I can't really confirm. Really strong roasted sesame. Man. Isn't it wild that sesame is pronounced like that? It looks like it's the same, right? Why is it sesame? I see skunks where I live, they walk around like humans. What the? In California? Southern California? Skunks? Wait, I feel like maybe I've also heard other people that I know that live in SoCal say that they've seen skunks. I guess maybe it's not that uncommon. Sesame? No. Sus. Suspicious. Is sesame because they say so? It's the same. Are there no skunks on East Coast? I mean, I've never seen one, but I would assume that they also exist here. I do remember that one post of a kid who put a piece of Trix in his ant farm. Instead of eating it, they just piled their dead on top of it because of the oleic acid giving the same chemical response in ant death smell. Dang. It's crazy. You're telling me that Trix smells like dead ants? That's crazy. Remember when Trix used to have like actual shapes of fruits? Remember that? Trix. They're now all just like generic spheres. Right, it's all spheres now. It used to be actual shapes. This was like at least 10 years ago, I think. It doesn't now? No, it does not. It does not look like this anymore. Although, like, all the all the search results do show mostly the old kind. Wait, did they bring it back? Classic tricks? They're back, 6 fruity colors. And what about the shapes? I mean, I haven't seen Trix cereal in probably at least 15 years. Trix brands. Whoa, what the Trix rabbit used to look like this? That's crazy. You need to bring the shapes back or else. Why does he look so sultry? Is he high? Is he on drugs? 6 fruity colors, 6 fruity shapes. What even are they doing, man? I need to bring the shapes back. Desk band. What if you had a desk? What if you had a slam emote? I'm always using this emote. It's like usable in so many situations. It's too usable. It's got too many use cases. It's goated. I think they should give that silly rabbit some tricks. Wasn't there like a time when the Trix rabbit actually did get the tricks though? There's like a lot of cereal mascots that like just try to get the food, right? There's Cookie Crisp. Remember that? Cookie Crisp had like a bandit or something. They had the Trix rabbit. They had wasn't there like, did Count Chocula, was he a similar situation? No, that was his cereal, right? Kids are rude so they don't share. And what's the problem with them, huh? Why don't they understand? The slamming emote. Coo Slam. It's pronounced Cookie Crisp. So true, I remember that. Cookie Crisp was not very much like the cookies for breakfast they advertised. I mean, they were pretty sweet though. I remember. When was the last time you all had cereal? I feel like I haven't had cereal in like probably, I'm gonna say 5 years. I don't know if that's true. I don't recall a time that I've had cereal in the past 5 years. 2 weeks ago? What kind of cereal though? Was it like Frosted Flakes? Honey Nut Cheerios? Namington had Cheerios yesterday. Was it just plain regular Cheerios though? Because I feel like no one ever has plain regular Cheerios. It's always like Honey Nut Cheerios. See, I knew it. I knew it. No one ever... I don't know anyone who ever actually likes the regular Cheerios. Last month. What if I buy cereal today? You could totally do it. Work has cereal dispensers, but I haven't had it with milk since working here. But have you had it? You've had it without milk though? Pops? I remember Pops. I always confuse Pops and Kicks are like kind of similar. Welcome Old Man Diabetes. The Honey Nut Cheerios. Normal Cheerios are for people who want to pretend like they're healthy, but they aren't. That's crazy. What are they even doing, man? Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. I didn't even know those existed. We have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Cheerios. And Honey Bunches of Oats. What's everyone's favorite cereal? This is my thing that I ask when I ask things. What's everyone's favorite such and such? Regular cornflakes. Yo, so true. Another regular cornflakes respecter. I think cornflakes are my favorite cereal. Not the frosted ones, but the regular ones. The one with the rooster on it. Regular cornflakes. Just the crunch is nice. Raisin Bran, I've never respected raisins. Crackle and Oat Bran, never even heard of it. Also, I'm gonna drink water. It is 6 p.m. It's also time to roll for Uma Musume, guys. It's literally time to roll for for Kita-san Black. You can pull up your phone right now. I'm gonna drink water. Alright, I've hydrated. Also welcome Classic Carabel if I've not already greeted you. They changed the apple cinnamon Cheerio recipe and made it worse. What the... When was the last time you had it? Also, I'm gonna open up Uma Musume on my phone. You can listen to the sounds. Watch as I roll several times and then... Oh, that's so loud. Holy frick. No, don't link my account. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, look, new cards available. Is that McQueen with wings? Is Kita-san black? It's also Satono Diamond. Okay, everyone, we have several polls we can do. I'm gonna make it up. I'm gonna be like, whoa, I have 3 copies of card. Okay, here's my description. Okay, we're rolling. Gambling. Okay, this is the banner. Support card. Roll. Give me a 10 poll. Those sure are words. Consume 1,500 carrots. Wow, you're telling me they're eating that many carrots? You didn't get it? Not even one of them? Okay, this is the first roll. Just gonna skip it. I got Manhattan Cafe. Okay, a second roll. That is not any of them. That is not it. Wait, what is this one? Yukino Bijin. I didn't even know that horse existed. Okay, scout again. Telling me a horse fry these. This is that is not Kita-san Black. It is Gold City, a different SSR. Oh, look, what is that? That is Ishin, what's her name? Ines Fujin. Another SSR. I've got 2 SSRs on this poll, but it's not the one that I want. Welcome, Aloe Vera. Can I join on the fishing? Hold on. Let me check your status. Sure. You know, you've been here enough streams that I will allow you to join. Oh, did I not pin the message? Did I not pin the code? I don't know if I did. It appears to not be pinned. It was there. Oh, it expires after 20 minutes. I think that's what it was. You have to specifically click manually unpin at end of stream. All right. Another poll. I don't think this is nothing. This is literally nothing. Next one. Oh, what is it? That's nothing. This is literally nothing. None of these are even good. Alright, the next one. There's nothing. Literally nothing. This is the last one. There's literally nothing. Okay, when this account is washed, literally reset that account. I also have it downloaded on my iPad though. So I could roll several times on my iPad. Let me go get my iPad right now. Alright, I have my iPad. I have 2 accounts, so true. Isn't this fun? Listening to someone roll, but you don't actually get to see it. It's a new day. Okay, it's on, it's here, it's loading. It's literally right now. This is the account that has many carrots. Yeah, it's like back in the old days before you could actually have video. You would have people describe what they're seeing. Oh, I have exactly 16,000 carrots. Okay, we got okay, this one right here. New support cards, 10 scout. I can do 100 polls. Okay, first poll, there's nothing. Oh, there's this SR card's good. That's the Wit SR that everyone says is good. Is this even interesting? I feel like this is not interesting unless they do it like on video. Hold on, someone's trying to join. Yes, that is you. Welcome. Okay, second poll of like 10 of them. There's not. Oh, I got this. I got 4 SRs, 5 SRs on this poll. It's actually pretty interesting. And it's the same wit SR. That's actually pretty good. All right, the third one, third poll. There's not. I got 3 SRs on this poll. Okay, I don't know if any of them are good. Right, this one, there's nothing. There's 2 SRs. I got Nice Nature. That's Zoe's favorite horse. And then nothing. What is this one? It's Mayano Top Gun SR. It's pretty disappointing. Now this is content. Listening to someone describe their polls. We got 3 SRs. Not that good. Okay, next one. Well, that's nothing actually. Oh no, it was a regular that turned into a rainbow. That is the other SSR that is not Kita-san Black. It is a Satono Diamond. I pulled a Satono Diamond. And also 3 SR. This is actually pretty good SRs though. The number of SRs I'm getting is actually pretty impressive. Alright, the next one. Oh, there's a rainbow. I see a rainbow. That is the same Satono Diamond. I don't know if that card is actually any good. Does anyone know if the Satono Diamond SSR is actually any good? Because I have 2 of them now. There's 2. Okay, the next one. Oh, there's like what is this? There are it has upgraded to a rainbow. That is Tamamo Cross. Tamamo Cross. SSR. But I've also received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 SRs and an SSR in this bowl. I should screenshot this. There's actually so much. How do I screenshot on iPad? Volume up in power. It's kind of hard to press the 2 buttons at the same time. I just can't do it. It's not great, but not that bad. Okay. I don't know how to screenshot. I've been pressing many buttons, and it is not screenshotting. I can't do it. Okay, I remember when I used to try to screenshot stuff on iPad, I set up triple click on home button to actually do the screenshot. Okay, I've screenshotted. Honestly, pretty good SRs. Okay, this is the last poll. I definitely did not get... Oh, there's 2 SSRs in this poll? Hold on. What if I get 2 copies in the last poll? Hold on, Nishino Flower. Manhattan Cafe. Okay, this is the first SSR. This is, who is that? Majiro Palmer. I got SSR Majiro Palmer. I got that is an SSR Twin Turbo. And that's it. Okay, well, I don't know. I didn't get the I did not get any Kita-san Black, but I did get many good SSRs and SRs. I could consider keeping this account. It's actually pretty good. Seems pretty decent. I did hear many people say though, it's fine if you don't get Kita-san Black, because what you're aiming for is to get many good SR cards. Which I did get. I did get many SR cards. I did also get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 SSRs. Or 4. I got 4 SSRs from that. Oh, that's cool. What if I also download it on Steam? You could watch me roll. Like, you can actually watch me roll. Gambling stream now. Welcome, Tag Barrel. Is re-rolling necessary? I don't think it matters, honestly. What I've heard about Uma Musume is that this stuff only matters if you care about PvP. And I probably don't care. Everyone, we're gonna download Uma Musume on Steam. Only to reroll. And this is content. Oh, there's sound. Play game. Download the game. Install it. Well, then I'm definitely re-rolling my phone account, though. It's gonna be so funny when I don't actually play this game. Like, imagine I re-roll and then I get like several copies and then I'm like, whoa, let's go, and then I don't actually play. Wouldn't that be so cool? Okay, we got end user license agreement. Has anyone actually read this? It would be as expected. It would be consistent. Alright, let's play a game. I think the issue with this though is that you have to do the tutorial the first time. And then after that you can reset your account easily. Oh, it's loud. Is this loud? Yes, I agree to the terms of use. Oh, what the 403 error? Oh, is it because I'm on VPN? Do they block my VPN? Privacy policy. I agree to the policy. You saw it, I read it. I have in fact read it. Birth month, I'm literally born in literally the year that they've listed here, 1990-01. It's actually not true. I'm gonna choose January of 1991, even though that's not my actual birth month. Gather data. Oh no, we got music. Yeah, uBlock Origin is dead. You have to use uBlock. What's the new one? uBlock Origin Lite or whatever. No, skip all the dialogue. I don't want to hear any of this stuff. Race. Skip. Oh, they're running. Whoa, what, she won? You're telling me she won the race? That's crazy. It's crazy. And then they dance. And then you can skip the dance. I would like to skip the dance. Just use Firefox. Yeah, but then I would have to like switch things. I would need to move everything over. And I think that's absurd. Is there a way to skip the tutorial the first time? Wolfie. Register. I can hear my GPU fan spinning. Can I like decrease the quality in the without having to wait for the tutorial to finish? Is that a thing? Is this even a thing that I can do? Whoa, what? Whoa, SSR in the tutorial. It's crazy. All right, then you gotta go to the career. You gotta click on, gotta skip all the everything. Isn't this fun content? Watching someone gamble. Someone who doesn't even play gacha is now playing gacha. You know, it's messed up because I never would have expected Northern Lion to be the reason for me to play a gacha game. Like, he's been really into this one. And I feel like if he did not get really into Umu Musume, I would never even have considered playing it. It's like the most unexpected source of gacha game inspiration. It's crazy. Alright. Has anyone here not watched any Umu Musume? You're like, what's happening? He's only into it because it's his first gacha. Is he only into it? No, it's because it has roguelike deck building elements. It's literally a roguelike auto battler. And you think it's like a visual novel? No, it's all about, it's a spreadsheet game. It's literally like numbers. You click numbers. You see stats go up. That's it. Me, you've never seen Umu Musume. Well, now you know. Now what you have to know is that everyone skips the dialogue. If you were to read every line of dialogue, every run would take like 3 hours. And that's why, if this was not the tutorial, I would be skipping everything. It's funny because I've never played this game, but I've seen enough people play it to know how to backseat people. Welcome, Good Cat Gaming. Like, Vacuously, she was playing this on, I think, Sunday or Monday. And like, despite me never having played it, I was like, oh, actually, I'm actually a streamer. Do you know that you could you could do this thing and this thing? And I knew because I'd watched Northernlion do it. And also many other streamers. And that is the content that we're all here for. Alright, then you enter a race. And then typically what you would do is you would watch the race. But since I'm skipping the tutorial, I'm going to, in fact, just skip it. But also this is the tutorial race, so it's like, it's rigged. You already know that she's gonna win. Wouldn't it be so funny if she did not win though? You're like, wait, I didn't know it was possible to fail the tutorial. That's actually crazy. Well, whoa, she's winning. It's crazy, there she is. It's crazy, beginner. Alright, okay, next. And then you think the tutorial is over. You go back to the main menu and you're like, finally, I can actually play the game now. But no, they make you do more stuff. Like, oh, look at that, you're done. Nope, you're not done. It makes more sense to lose so you know that you're not needed. They should have had it so that you lose. When is the live? I will skip all of them. I will not watch those. Who is my favorite Umu-Musume? I don't know if I have one. I'm not sure yet. I just don't know. Does everyone here have a favorite Umu-Musume? Here's the live, you can skip it. I've skipped it. Okay, then you're like, oh, I'm totally ready to play the game. Nope. Nope. Here's what all the menus do. I'm surprised they didn't have like a button that was like, I've done the tutorial before. I've literally done it. I only know 3 names. I know at least 30 names. Can't play a Mac. It's a phone game though. You literally, you could play it on your phone. It's on Android, it's on iOS. Yes, it is originally a phone game. Also, what do you mean is it? I was literally rolling on my phone. No, you can't play it on Mac. I don't know why it's not available. Like on Mac, you can open many iOS apps on your Mac that are playable on the phone. But for whatever reason, Umu-Musume is not there. I think maybe because it like uses 3D functionality that is like only on the phones. I don't know. But I feel like the apps that you can open on Mac that are on iPhone are probably like pretty simple UI ones. This one's got maybe like advanced features that are not usable necessarily. Alright, now we can actually roll. You just gotta claim all of your things. Literally claim all your carrots. And go back to your gift box. Look at this, we got like 11,000. Right there. 11,000. And then this is when you start gambling. So everyone who doesn't know, this is the card that you want. You gotta have like 3 copies of this card at least for meta. 4, perhaps even. Didn't realize it was a mobile game. It definitely is a mobile game. Okay, I did not get Kita-san Black. But surely, oh, it's a rainbow. Rainbow, no, that's, oh wait, holy frick, it's Kita-san Black. It's literally the card that I wanted. But it doesn't matter if you have one of them, because you need to have multiple of them. And the question is, am I going to get multiple? I don't think so. I feel like it's unlikely. It is unlikely for me to get... One is minimum solid. No, you gotta have at least 2 or 3. No. It's not it. It's literally not even it. Oh wait, I got to... Holy frick. Okay, this account is good. This account is actually goated. I have 2 copies. I might actually keep this account then. What if this one was like the third one? No, okay. What if this one was the third one? Nope. Oh, I have 2. That's pretty good, right? It's like if I can grind enough to get how many rolls was that? It was like 5. Oh, that's pretty good. Got 2 of them. It's pretty good, right? But people, they're like, you gotta have at least 3 or 4, right? You gotta have at least 3. So if I could somehow, if I play this enough, how many rolls was it? Do they tell you on the scout page? Details, how many times have I rolled? So, oh, support exchange bonus, right? Is that what this is? So that was 70 pulls. If I'm able to get enough carrots to get 130 more of these, I could get a third one. Now, is that likely? I mean, this thing does expire in August 1st. So I think if I just did regular gameplay, I could probably, I don't know, is that enough? Could I reasonably get enough to get a third one? Maybe. Also, the funny thing about these games is that people like seeing the game have bugs, because the more bugs that there are, the more likely it is for the developers to give you free gems, because they're like, oh, we're so sorry about the outage the other day. Here's like a bunch of free currency you can use to roll. Like, oh, sorry, we found like an issue with the server where it wasn't registering, whatever. Here's like 1,000 free carrots. It's crazy. Anyway, good times. We have 2 we have 2 Kita-san left. Is that good? Also, are these songs content ID matchable? Is that, oh, like, can I do more? You've obtained various cards. You've obtained titles. Go to the story mode. You can also you can skip through the story, and this will give you a bunch of stars as well. You could literally just do everything. When are you sending out compensation for the bugs in your game? None. Never. It will never happen, because it is not a live service game. Does streamer even know the story of this game? No, I don't know anything about what's happening in this game. Also, wait, I feel like if I just wait several days, you do get the daily login bonuses, right? They give you like 150, they give you like 300 per day. This is the first time login bonus. So I could maybe realistically get a third copy. And then while I'm rolling, I could maybe even get more. Alright, well, it was cool though that the rolls that I did on stream were the one that actually had the cards. So we can uncap once. Whoa. And then what? Streamer luck. No, because then, you know, some people, if they roll and they get 2 of them, they're like, this is not good enough. I'm going to re-roll the entire account. What if I did that right now? But not on the... Okay, we're going to close the game. I should link this account, though. I should make a... Oh, do you know if you link an account, you get an extra 1,000? What if I did that right? Hold on. What if I simply did that right now? If you created a link, data link. By linking your data, you can share your Uma Musume Pretty Derby game data between multiple devices. You need the trainer ID and password. You cannot carry over paid or free carrots. Previously owned carrots will only be usable from the device. They should just give you all your future login bonuses now, so you know if you need to... Exactly. Why would they not do that? Huh? That's crazy. It's literally absurd. Now the thing is though, I did get more SSRs on the other account though. And I feel like people are saying that it's better to have the more SSRs than like one SR card. Oh no. Whatever. Okay, we're gonna close the game. Everyone who left because of Musume, they're like, this is not even web fishing. What is he doing? How do you close the game? Menu, quit to title screen, and then exit. How do I exit? How do I exit the game? Close. Delete user data. Do you have to Alt F4? Is there no like actual way to close the game? I'm gonna Alt F4. What if that got rid of all my save data? No, it's synchronized on the server. That's literally how it is. But anyway, that was fun, right? Watching someone gamble, but it was like, it's free. I didn't actually spend any money on that. Alright, now what? Now what do I do? I wasn't even on the Uma Musume category. Wouldn't it be so cool if I was really into Uma Musume? And I started drawing the characters and everyone was like, whoa, what, he's drawing Uma Musume? That's crazy. I haven't seen that guy draw anything since he stopped drawing a whole lot. If you're like, what the? That's McQueen, but in Wolfie style. It's crazy. You're telling me this guy is drawing horses now? He's fallen so far. He doesn't even know anymore. It's fine. It's actually fine. Small gold ship. Small horse. Isn't it funny that everyone says haunts now? We talked about this. It's like funny names for animal. Pupper, Pupperino, car for cat, haunts for horse, doggo, Pupperino, Chimkin for chicken, question mark. You don't even know. People are saying haunts and you don't even know. Cat. What are we doing? What are we doing here? What am I doing? Do I really want to play a gacha game? I don't know if I do. I just like having the cards. That's how I play Grand Blue. I did not actually play the game. I just rolled for the characters when they gave me free reroll currency. And I was like, oh cool, I got this card. Is this good? Yep, it's good. Okay, that's cool. And then I don't actually play it. But then I create a website for many people to use, and they're like, this is such a useful website, streamer. Thanks for making this website that they didn't make officially. I feel like there's no such thing for Uma Musume. I think Uma Musume, all the websites that people wanted to exist, probably already exist. Take it as inspiration and put gacha in your fishing game. You could. I mean, there is that game jam coming up. The one on Friday. I don't know what the theme is, but like, what if I somehow put gacha in it? Wouldn't that be cool? And then it's like, roll for your favorite royalty-free asset. Which one of these do you think I could add gacha to? Fish. You could have a rainbow rarity fish. You could perhaps have a rainbow a 5-star jumping guy. You could totally have a good old something. You know, one thing that I've never really tried out is isometric tile sets. Like, what would I even, if I were to make a game that had isometric tile sets, what would it even be? I feel like you only really see this in like tactical RPGs. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, regular Final Fantasy Tactics, other such things, but not so much for others, you know? Because I feel like it's kind of hard to work with. Everything, although it is on a grid, it's a bit irregular. You got slopes, there's like different conditions for movement. Don't really know. No one is really even aware, though. Make everything gacha. Have the game start as nothing. You can pull for UI and colorful elements and characters and enemies. I guess that is kind of similar to like another genre of game. There's games that's like you have to unlock everything, like the ability to move to the left, the ability to like jump. It's like basic functionality. Unlock the menu, unlock the whatever. You could do that, but with gacha. You could be like, whoa, you rolled the SSR settings menu? You can now change the volume? That's crazy. That's worth at least $50. I don't know. You could think about it. Anyway, I don't know what else to do on this stream. Fishing? Is anyone even fishing anymore? Does anyone even know what it's like to webfish? Squid license. Hamflows fishing. Is there even going to be a Hamflow stream though? Every time I'm like, can't wait for the Hamflow stream, and then it doesn't actually happen. Like, oh no, no, I was looking forward to whatever was on the schedule. What, is there really no Hamflow stream today even? On the day that Chocojax doesn't stream, and I have no one to watch. I'm like, ah, oh, no, Hamflow's not streaming. Chocojax is not streaming. What am I even supposed to watch? I assume no in all cases and become pleasantly surprised twice a month. That's the way to do it. We should never take things for granted. Just assume by default that nothing will happen. And then when it does happen, then it'll be good. It's a way to think about life. Just have no expectations. It's too much. Is anyone expecting anything? No. Literally nothing. What if I program something right now? What if instead of instead of playing webfishing, I open up Godot and then I created a gambling system. I made a fake gacha game where you can re-roll things. Gacha game account re-roll simulator. And try to get the banner card. You click through menus, you get the speedrun record. Are there speedruns for actually? Do you think if there was someone who had like a speedrun category for Uma Musume re-roll, get 4 limit break Kita-san Black? Is there one? It's possible. It is totally possible. Anyway, I don't know. Make a long, bulky tutorial. You can put a skip tutorial button for quicker rerolls. Exactly. That's the meta. And then you update a lot of graphics. You get like the shiny the shaders that add the holographic effect. Actually, is that a thing? Godot shaders, holographic. Holographic. Oh no! It's because I'm on VPN, and apparently they hate my VPN. This is the IP address that I'm using, by the way. Can't believe it. Look at this one. It looks pretty good. Hey, this is Balatro. This is this is the foil effect. This is the polychrome effect. Which one is this one? I don't even know. That is in fact a big fish. That is the lead sickthus, right? A classic fish that everyone knows and respects. Literally everyone is respecting. Looks respectfully. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Anyone have any cool stories that are worth talking about? Anything cool happened in the past week you think are worth discussing on this stream? Did you see that thing happened? It was kind of crazy. That thing happened. Actually, there was like a bunch of stuff that happened. It's probably not something worth talking about though on this stream. I saw a rabbit. Has that happened often? Do you often see rabbits in your day-to-day? Did you see that the yellow woman and the blue woman stream together? Are you talking about Doobie and Saba? Saba Doobie? Saba Doob? I did see that they streamed together. I didn't actually watch it, but I did see that they were streaming. All the time. Rabbits live under my shed. Not even in the shed, but under it. They like burrowed underneath the shed. You see them in Europe running around in the city. What about jumping though? Do rabbits jump as often as people say they do? Do you think like they jump more often than they run? Surely not, right? Surely they have to run a lot. It was at night. They like to come out at night. Are rabbits nocturnal? Never actually thought about this. I don't know if I've seen a rabbit in real life. Now that I think about it. Well, okay, no, maybe when I was a kid at like a petting zoo or something. I saw lots of rabbits a couple months ago, but not as many now. No, no. Cole is the rabbit respecter. To not see rabbits is literally... To not even see any rabbits is crazy. The run looks kind of bouncy. How often do rabbits jump? How high can rabbits jump? That's not what I searched for. That's literally not what I searched for. They're wandering around the yard during the day. Are they trapped? What? There are no search results for how often do rabbits jump? Are you for real? Rabbits' default movement is kind of jump. Do rabbits... Why can't I... What? Isn't it normally when you hold shift and home, it like selects the whole thing? Okay, it does. I was trying to do that here, but it was not doing it. Is DuckDuckGo broken? Right? Usually when you have a text field, you hold shift and you press end or home, and you can select the whole thing. But you go here and it doesn't. How often do rabbits jumpo? Rabbits. Do rabbits run? Whoa, what the? It's a real thing that people search. They kind of hop, they can't really walk. How fast do rabbits run? DuckDuckGo searches weren't working at all. Do rabbits run? A detailed look at rabbit movement. They have a unique skeletal. Is skeletal a valid pronunciation of skeletal? Muscular structure that allows them to run at high speeds and make quick evasive maneuvers. A healthy adult rabbit can leap 3 to 6 feet horizontally in a single bound. That's crazy. They have large lungs. They have a large heart. High blood volume. They have a greater blood volume relative to their size to meet oxygen demands. They have a crit ratio of 4.4. They have a crit build. 44% crit. A high concentration of red blood cells. What the heck? Rabbit circulation adapts during exercise. Through splenic contraction. When a rabbit runs, its spleen... I don't actually know what a spleen is, by the way. What is a spleen? I feel like spleen is one of those words that people just say to be funny. It's like, oh no, my spleen. Oh no, my spleen. But it's like a real thing. Are rabbits parry focused? No, they're crit. It's a crit build. The infinity edge, what is that? Okay, so hopping is the primary mode of locomotion. They move about largely by hopping. It's efficient from an energetic standpoint, enabling them to travel reasonably fast distances. Specialized hind limbs are adapted for powerful leaping and fast sprints. I see. Hopping motion provides them with key advantages. They can hop 20 miles per hour for short bursts. You can look up wild rabbit hopping on YouTube. There are plenty of examples. Wild rabbit hopping. YouTube videos. Oh no, I'm so stupid. I said that I don't think I've seen a rabbit in real life. That's actually not true at all. I literally went to Rabbit Island in Japan when I was there. That was like the most rabbits I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why I forgot this. I have in fact seen probably like hundreds of rabbits in that one place. I totally forgot. But that is in fact a thing. There's a thing in rabbit community called binkying. I feel like I've heard that word before. Alright, wild rabbit. Okay, so they're okay. It's like kind of like a hop. What are they doing? It's them spazzing. They're out there eating grass. Just like their favorite Uma Musume. Well, that's Godot. Godot recommendation. Simplify your code. How to make your code simpler in Godot. Okay, modded Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley? You know, if there's one genre of games that I've never been into, it's farming sims. I just don't know. I just don't get it. Do rabbits run? Do rabbits hopping? It has fishing. Yeah, but like a lot of games have fishing. It's like a common thing. Animal Crossing has fishing. Other game has fishing. Several games are out there. And they all have fishing. And I think that's cool. What was I doing? Rabbit jumping. Zigzag running. Wild rabbits use irregular zigzag movements. Yo, just like the binary integer encoding in protobuf. Zigzag encoding. It's kind of messed up that my brain jumped to that. Did you all know that protobuf uses zigzag encoding on their integers? Were you aware of this? Zigzag. Sign integer n uses the zigzag encoding instead of 2's complement to encode negative integers, positive integers, blah blah. It means that numbers that are closer to 0 take up fewer bytes. This is the formula that they use. Now you know. Now you know. Isn't that a fun fact? You can tell all your friends. You could be like, whoa. I know now. Anyone have fun facts? Has anyone... Okay, what have I learned recently? I do take notes on things that I've learned. Let me take a look at my notes. Today I learned... Okay, this is stuff that we've already talked about. The Clown Egg Museum from last week. That's a thing. I learned that a factoid can be false. That you all know, I learned this on Chocojack's stream. That factoids, I thought it was just like a small fact. But a factoid is just a statement that can be true or false, which doesn't make any sense. Literally could be it literally could mean a piece of unverified or inaccurate information, or it could be a brief, somewhat interesting fact. So it literally means nothing. It's just a statement. Do you know that the fan of the Yobidashi holds out while preventing the Rikishi names is to prevent spit from touching the dough? I did not know that. The oid suffix is supposed to mean something that resembles another thing. A thing that resembles a fact. Android. Something that resembles a Andrew. What's an Andrew? But yeah, isn't that messed up though? This thing could be... It literally means nothing. Also, how the word literally could also mean non-literally. It could literally mean not literal. Define literally. Welcome Infinite Zero. Use non-literally. The andro prefix means... Oh, right. Because, anthropomorphic. Is anthro the same as andro? But like Greek or something? Instead of Latin. Andrew. What about an oblate spheroid? That's a horse name. That's an Uma Musume horse. Oblate spheroid. That's my favorite horse. Andro is Greek. And what about anthro? Is anthro Latin then? Anthropomorphic. I just don't know. No one really even is aware though. When you think about it, consider several things. Look, a squid. Yo, that's crazy. Squid Game. It's another thing that I've never really been into. Squid Game. Everyone knows Squid Game. Anthro might also be Greek. Is that different? Is that different from andro though? Sorry, andro. Oh, this is a furry thing. I mean, like in the non-furry context. I know anthro is a furry thing, but I am specifically referring to like the prefix. Anthro is used related to humans or mankind. Andro prefix. Andro is also similar. Andro might be specifically it does say man, male, masculine. And anthro is when you throw them. This is just related to humans in general. Okay, so anthropomorphic. But then like androids are not necessarily male. Because android comes from male, so I was off. He doesn't even know. They are, so wait, they are what? What did I say? Something. Trending? Yo, is it because of Uma Musume? Horse feathers? What is horse feathers? They don't even have feathers. Androids are male looking if it's female like it's a guy. No, I've never heard that. I've literally never heard someone say that. But you're probably right. It's not a term that I often hear. But even in like Detroit Become Human, they, the class everyone knows, Detroit Become Human, that's like the #1 android related thing. Is that they also call them androids. They don't make a distinction. I'm gonna skip this song because I know midway through this song just cuts off for like a minute for some reason. Why did they do that? What the... Welcome, Altscomp. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's literally Wednesday. It could be Thursday, actually. In some time zones. In European time zones, it is probably Thursday already. I shall name my small walleye after you. No, walleye, that's the that's the freaking Disney movie. Welcome, Dopamine. Please pray for my horse roll. Yo, check out. Do you see that I rolled? I got 2 Kitasan Black on a new account. It was literally on stream. Can I brag? I know you're like, oh, actually, actually, you need 3 of them, or at least 4 of them, for it to be competitive. But I got 2 of them. Okay, I got 2 of them. Ironically, the guy prefix means female. Like gynecology. Literally a guy. Literally, look at this. Kitasan Black. 1 limit break. Do you think if I actually played the game that I would have enough to do 130 pulls to get the pity the pity system? I don't actually know. Her hair is just like yours. This card, the meta card. I literally created this account on stream. I did the tutorial and then I rolled. My first roll had Kitasan Black, and then at some point I got a second one. I didn't get a third one though, but maybe. Place and start and I have enough for. Oh, you can get at least 1. That's good, right? I don't know. People did say though, if you get like at least 1 of them, you'll have at some point enough points to get a free one or something. Something about stars. I don't know. Something. Anyway, I've never actually played the game. I have the game. I've rolled. I've never actually played. But that's cool, right? Horses. Literally horsing around here. Anyway, good luck. Let me know if you get it though. That'd be cool. It's because after seeing me get it, then your game was like, what the? He has 2 of them? I can't not get 1. And then you roll and then you get 5 of them. It's like, whoa, what the heck? This guy's got 5 of them? That's crazy. Anyway, it's cool, you know, seeing everyone bond over horses. That's all anyone ever talks about nowadays. Horses. Haunts, even. What if instead of a haunted house, it was a haunted house? I've seen the streams for the game and it looks like it takes up a lot of time. Are they not skipping all the dialogue and races? Because that stuff can take some time. I don't know. But yes, it does take up a lot of time. As someone who's never played it, it does in fact take a lot of time. I know because I've seen people play it. I don't know what it is about this game specifically though. I don't feel like I need to use up all my... I know other games call it stamina. It's not called stamina in this game because stamina is something else. But I mean like the thing that recovers in real time. When I played other gacha games, I was like, oh no, my stamina is at max. I gotta play, you know, to make sure I'm making most efficient use of my stamina. I feel for this one, I don't really care. I mean, I've also never actually played, but I feel like it doesn't matter as much. And then you're like, oh, you think that now, but when there's an event and you gotta grind event points, then you're gonna start feeling it. I don't know, maybe. It's called being chill and not min-maxing, says me, the one who just re-rolled for the meta card. And considering getting a third one. At some point. But not spend money. I will not spend money on this game. Has anyone spent money on gacha recently? I've spent, I think in my entire history of playing gacha games, I think I've spent like $50 total, maybe. Maybe like 70. 70 total. And those are games that I've played for so many hours. So if you count up the number of hours that I've played those games for, it's like barely... It's barely like $1 an hour. It's barely like 25 cents per hour of game. I paid for the monthly sub in Girls Frontline 2. It's $5 a month. Oh yeah, they do. I forget the games have that now. It's a thing where like you pay like a relatively small amount relative to like how much you would spend to get the gems for real. It's like you pay and then like every day they give you a bunch of like paid currency. And then every day you can do like a paid poll that is cheaper than the default non-paid polls. Honestly, it's pretty nice. Only gacha I've spent money on was TF2 crates. Do you get anything good from it? I don't know if I've ever like spent on TF2. I feel like in TF2 most of the cosmetics that I got was from trades. There's like websites where you can trade scrap metal for like points and then you can trade your points for like items. That's how I got my stuff. I don't think I've actually spent money. Got an unusual ones, $40. Amazing. Bought the battle pass a couple times. I feel like battle pass is like, oh, is that the same as like the every day gives you paid currency? I mean, when I played Fortnite, I bought the battle pass once. That's not really gacha though. Fortnite does not have gacha. Star Rail I feel like doesn't encourage you to spend money very much. But then what are they doing then? Isn't that their whole thing, to make money? Fish for the theme. Which theme? I spent $300 in IRL gacha. 40 for the state lottery. 260 at a casino. Did you win though? Did you win? Much better deal if you play the game regular. Oh wait, no, I think I've spent Mahjong Soul. I played Mahjong Soul. I think I got the monthly pass a few times. Probably adds up to like $10. I don't know, but I definitely spent less than 100 total on all my gacha games over the course of like many years. Anyway, I'm gonna drink water. It is 7 p.m. Alright, I've done it. When I used to play, the currency was really expensive in terms of dollars. But like, what does that mean? Costs a lot to get a roll. Large hammerhead, so true. Like every game has its own like system for pity. There's like games like I think the Psy Games model is like if you don't roll, sorry, your accumulated pity points only count in during that banner. Whereas like Genshin Impact, if you roll like at all, I think even if the banner resets to the next one, it still counts toward the next one, right? Something like that. I don't actually know. It was not worth to spend real money because you didn't get much. That's how I feel about like most gacha games, right? If you look at like Uma Musume, it costs like $2 for one pull, I think. This is assuming non-discounted, non-monthly pass or whatever, but like really $2 for like a one pull? It's actually absurd. It just doesn't feel worth it. I don't know. There's people out there spending thousands of dollars. Thousands. And that's how they make their money. How much is pity in Uma? Most games are usually 70 to 90 seems pretty low. Although, I don't know, maybe. For Uma Musume, you need to get 200 pulls on one banner, specifically, to choose the card you want. I don't know like if that's a lot compared to other games. It could also be that the 10 pull is like cheaper. I don't know. Girls Frontline 2 is like 80, but how much does it cost for like a 10 pull? Hoyo's accumulating pulls are great, it's the best. Yeah, I think it's pretty good because like, you know, you can just roll a few times and then if it's not good, you know it's going to carry over to the next one. Whereas Psy Games ones, it's like I have to spend them all on this banner. There's no reason to roll unless you have enough to guarantee pity, right? Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's gambling. Any fans of gambling? Where's the gambling fan base at? Gamba. Welcome, Pits. One time I woke up at 10 AM, went to sit at my computer, and my partner told me she had spent $1,000 on Primo Gems in the last hour. That's messed up. 1,000? Why do you need 1,000? That's crazy. It's absurd. I mean, technically, I could afford to spend 1,000. But just the idea of it is kind of messed up to me. Like, I do have the money, but why would I spend it on that when I could simply just not spend it on anything? If I'm gonna spend 1,000 on video games, it would not be gacha. You think of all the Steam games you could buy. You could literally buy like 500 games on Steam on sale and not play any of them. Spend 1,500 on League? What is there to do in it's just skins, right? Are there like other things besides skins? It's just skin. It's just cosmetics. 1,500 on cosmetics. Well, actually, I guess that's what TF2 is. That's literally the TF2. It is all cosmetics as well. Actually, same for Counter-Strike, right? Counter-Strike has a lot of like gun skins and like other stuff that people go crazy for. You could buy 125 subscriptions to my channel. True. Maybe. You can buy champs, but there's not much point. Yeah, you could just unlock them naturally. The Rick and Morty announcer pack in League of Legends, is that a real thing? Pickle Rick. Is Pickle Rick in it? I don't know. I'm trying to like make a Rick and Morty sound, but I don't know what they sound like. Hey, it's me, Pickle. That's not what he sounds like. Hey, it's me, Pickle Rick. Hey, gabagoo. He does not sound like that. There's a Rick and Morty announcer in Dota. But what about League of Legends? What about, do you know that in Paladins you can get Amelia Watson voice announcer? Is that Amelia Watson, the announcer from Paladins? Might have been thinking of Dota. Yeah, maybe. We're probably thinking of Dota. Is that Amelia Watson? I downloaded the game just to get her announcer. Yeah, Amelia Watson. And now she's gone forever. Well, she's one of the few that are not gone forever. She's one of the few that can actually return. Surprised they don't, because Riot is no stranger to making money. Maybe they care about the integrity of their voice announcer packs. Once you start adding one collab, then everyone's like, no, what about the Family Guy voice announcer pack? What if they had that? Family Guy, if they had a Peter voice pack? Hey Lois, this reminds me of the time that blah blah blah. Oh, this 5 kill reminds me of the time that something. And then they have like a flashback. Too much spaghetti code to add custom announcers? Surely it's easy. Clueless. Surely. Hey Lois, I got a penta. Hey Lois. Lewis Griffin Uma Musume announcer pack, but it has one voice line. Lewis. You know, one thing that they should, I think they should have an Uma Musume to make it more like globally approachable, is to add a real horse mode. There's like a lot of people that are like, I can't watch someone play this game at work because it's got anime girls in it. If they had like a version that was like, you can swap out the horse models with like real horses, you may see more people play it in public. People that are too embarrassed to be playing an anime game in public. Just think, if they had horses, there'd be so much more. In Dota, there's even a Gabe announcer. What does he say? Hey, it's me, Gabe Newell, from Valve Corporation. That was a pentakill right there. People think I'm a pervert if there's anime girls on the screen. Here's one thing though, is that no one really cares. So one thing, you know, they might be like, oh, this guy's playing anime games, but at the end of the day, you'll probably never see them ever again. Unless it's at work, in which case I guess they probably will judge you. But if it's in public, like on the subway or something, it's at work, okay. They need 3 modes: Uma Musume, a real horse, My Little Pony. He actually says I'm Gabe Newell. He never says the number 3. Now what does he say when 3 is relevant? Anime girls are becoming more mainstream. Yeah, they had Hololive at the baseball game. Oh shoot. Hololive at the baseball game. They got Hololive at the baseball. This is a reference that like one person will understand. If even any. Does anyone understand that reference? Me, as I proceed to not explain the reference. Horse? Is that a horse? Pallbearer emoji. That's a reference to the classic game known at the classic video Joker at the baseball game. It's a guy recording Joker at a baseball game. And he says, "Oh shoot!" But instead of shoot, he says a swear, which I will not say. It's, "Oh shoot, Joker at the baseball game. They got Joker at the baseball." Oh shoot! Welcome, Orfish. I can't play this Uma game. The careers take so long. Have you considered skipping everything? The Joker. I'm the Joker. Hey, it's a me Joker. Also, who is Nice Player? That's not a name that I recognize. I don't know who that is. It's still like 40 minutes. Yeah, but like, think about the content. Think about the stories that you could tell. It could be like, well, I was about to lose, but then I won. Yeah, and yet you won, Hamlet. Oh, nice account 5. No, I remember you. You were around sometime. At some point. It's you though. Is that you? That's you. Okay. I found a link to Joker at the baseball game video on Reddit and it's gone. Joker at the baseball game. Joker r/Northern one. Exactly. Is this here? It's not even there. Okay, it's not even there. Well, you know, he used to talk about it all the time. Oh shoot. Joker at the baseball game. Joker at the... Is this lost content now? This is lost media? It's actually crazy. We actually have no logs of Joker at the baseball game. It's actually gone. It's literally actually gone. I can't believe this. Now no one will understand my reference. No. It's also freaking Balatro though. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's basically a video of someone saying, "Oh shoot, Joker at the baseball game." Let's see. I'm JK. I only watched this stream at work and there's not much anime happening here. What about when I was playing Uma Musume though? When I was rolling for Uma Musumes. Was it ever real? It was real. They literally posted about it on the Northern Line subreddit. Joker at the baseball game. Look, everyone thinks it's great content. I hate how stupid it is. Hilarious. I can't tell what's best about the video. The guy's voice, the fact that dude came to a Little League game in full costume. Joker. My humor now, laughing at a guy saying Joker came to the baseball game. So what if you search this video? You find out if there's like historical references. What if I go to google.com and I search for this? No, it's actually gone. It's literally gone. It's not even there. What if you just search for the ID? What the heck? I keep thinking of Dan Henschel Joker in the Home Depot video. I don't know what that one is. But I do know who Dan Henschel is, and also that he dresses up as the Joker sometimes. And then he says, "What if the Joker was red and blue? What if the Joker..." And then he shakes the camera. This is him. This is his videos. "What if the Joker was a cat? What if the Joker was a fishing cat?" That's his videos. That's literally him. Why is this single cat naked? You can't be making fun of it. It's the default cat. The default cat from before you... That actually is not the default cat. They got the eyes. They've played this game. This is the eyes of people that have played the game. I've played these games before. This is the eye. You can tell they're not a noob because they have the eyes. The eyes that you can only get from catching 5 void fish in the void. You can just tell. Most people, they'll be like, oh, that's the default cat. Yes, those are the eyes of people who have played the game. Do you all remember the game? And losing the game? I don't know. Oh no, I lost the game. Do people still care about the game? Is that a thing that people concern themselves with? It used to be a pretty big deal. And now, no one even... Now you... Oh, but now you've lost it though. Heck you, streamer. I was on a streak of winning, not even losing the game. I'm mildly upset. Are you though? I feel like the best thing to do is to not care. You know, like what is there? What's even the downside of losing the game? Every time I think of the game, I'm reminded of how cringe I was in high school. Is that I'm pretty sure in my high school yearbook, one of the things that I wrote on my half a page that we were allotted was, you just lost the game. So anyone reading the yearbook like 10 years from now, they'll be like, oh shoot, I lost the game. There's a Joker on TikTok. Is this the one? I think, oh, this is the video. This is Joker at the, you found the video. This is Joker at the baseball game. It's not even that funny. I just think it's... Hold on. Why is the TikTok website literally unusable?
Shit. Joker came to the baseball game. Oh shit, Joker.
That's literally it.
Joker came to the
I don't think this is the full video though.
Oh shit.
I think it's at least 2 seconds longer than this.
Shit. Joker came to
But whatever, that's the video.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's Joker at the baseball. That's literally it. I also found it on Wayback Machine. Was that video longer than 5 seconds? Was it at least 7 seconds? Because I think the one that I remember was like slightly longer than this. I have an uninterrupted string of not caring about the game. Yeah, I also don't care. Losing the game has no consequences. But you can make other people upset. 7 seconds is too much for my TikTok brain. No, but TikTok videos can be pretty long now. They got videos that are like 2 minutes even. You know what's the messed up part? Is that YouTube Shorts can be 3 minutes long now. Every time I'm watching a YouTube short, I'm like, oh cool. This video seems longer than I would expect. And then like I scrub through the video and it's like, wait, this video is 3 minutes long. I can't be watching a 3-minute long video. When I watch shorts, I expect it to be 1 minute, maybe like 1.5 minutes at most. When it's 3 minutes, I feel like I've been betrayed. I'm like, this could have been like a full long form video. YouTube longs. At least shorts let you scrub. True. They used to not let you do it, but now they do. Because that was the annoying part. It's like if you miss something in a short, you could not go back. You have to like re-loop the entire video. But now that you can actually go back, it's good. But one thing that does annoy me is that you can't play YouTube Shorts in the app at higher than 1x speed. Now I know the point is like, oh, but they're shorts. They should already be pretty short. Why would you watch it at 2x speed? But I'm like, why not? It's literally just another video. What's wrong with allowing 2x speed on shorts? That means I could watch so many more shorts. Welcome, Mako Summer. They're slowly restoring our attention span for real. No, do you think that's their plan? is that everyone got used to like short videos, and now they're like, oh, we're like eroding the concept of society. We gotta start making longer videos. It says it's 6 seconds, but it has the TikTok watermark. I think YouTube adds an extra second, so I think it is 5 seconds. Let's see. Well, maybe I misremembered. I thought the video was a little bit longer. But you know, it's got the gist of it. Now you understand the lore of Joker at the baseball game. You could tell all your friends, and you send it to your best friends and be like, yo, look at this funny video I found. They're like, well, show it to us. And it's like, Joker at the baseball game. And then they watch it and they don't laugh. Like, I swear, I'm telling you, it was funny. It's actually funny. I swear, it was funnier when I watched it. You see, it's funny because you wouldn't expect Joker to be at the baseball game. And yet, in this video, you tune in and there appears to be a man dressed as Joker from the Batman series. He is at a baseball game. And you're left to wonder why. Why is he dressed up as the Joker? Isn't that a strange thing to be dressed up as? Especially at like a children's baseball game? Why? What led to him doing this in his life? That is the comedic aspect, is that we just don't know. And we may never actually know. Mystery is really the greatest comedy. And that is a lesson that we must learn from this video. It is insightful and really causes us to consider what really matters in life. Joker at baseball game is not really a message about Joker nor baseball, but a meta commentary on what it means for humor to exist in modern day society. Thank you for listening. They will say, why is it a Wayback Machine link? I'm not clicking that. It's because it's lost content. It's because they burned down the library of Alexandria or whatever. And this was in it. But now you know. Now you can experience the joy and wonder. Can I also show you Steve Jobs Vine? Japanese guy, Steve Jobs, glasses, Vine. No one knows this video. This is like, when I think of Vines, this is like one of the Vines that I think of. This is iPod. I don't know how to search for it. Is this some Japanese guy iPod Vine? Yes.
iPod.
This is the video.
Hello, I am Steve Jobs. iPod.
It's so fun. I don't know what it is. It's so funny. You can tell it's funny because I didn't actually laugh out loud. But that's why it's funny, because you would not expect it. Welcome Hika Boom. That's my favorite Vine. Is it actually though? Do you actually know that Vine? Because when I describe that Vine, every time I describe it, no one has heard of it. I've showed it to Hamflo and he's like, I don't know what this is. Wolfie never laughs. I laugh sometimes. Mostly at Northern Lion streams. But not too much otherwise. But you know, I appreciate comedy. Although I may not laugh out loud, in my head I'm like, that was funny. I understand the things that cause this to be funny. But it just is not enough for me to exhale a sound from my mouth. Big Short. So true, so true. He is not Yulong Ma. Well, he never claimed to be. He is Steve Jobs. Why are you just walking around back and forth? Because that's what we do in this game. If you tuned into this stream, you would know that every Wednesday is me walking back and forth, talking about something or other. Welcome, Nutritious. Unbeatable at You Laugh, You Lose. I would simply never laugh. Do you start pacing when you get on a phone call? Sometimes. It depends where I am. I do stand up usually though. I feel like if I'm on a phone call, I usually do stand up for it. I think. Does anyone else walk around when they're on a phone call? Fish hat, so true. People out here be fishing, though. Efficient? Have you considered the word efficient has a fish in it? Efficient? I stand up when I'm playing a board game. What is the best board game to stand up for? I heard someone say they answer phone laying in bed. What the heck? I feel like it's hard to talk when lying down. I mean, like, I've done it before, like on stream when I used to do VR fishing. There were times when I would have motion sickness and I would have to lie down. And then I would just lie down, stare at the VR ceiling, which is a sky. And then I would talk, but it always felt weird. Inefficient? Inefficient, exactly, the British. Welcome, Wales EK. This or on speaker at my desk. Answering a phone on speaker? That's crazy. I would not do that. I don't know, maybe it's fine. I say that, but I listen to all my streams on speaker. I don't really, like, use headphones or stuff when I'm listening at home. If motion VR have try run for blood flow. True. You could consider running in VR. You sell fish. True. The other day I played a board game called Pipeline about harvesting the Soviet oil infrastructure to build capitalist Russian infrastructure. It takes more than an hour to set up. Now, were you standing up for most of it? Is that it? Imagine answering the phone. When was the last time you all answered the phone? Can we check? What if I check my chat history? Sorry, my phone call history. The last time I received a call that I picked up, I believe, was July 7th. Monday. It was last Monday. And I think it was a spam call. I don't know if it was a spam call. It was someone who had my name. When I answered the phone, they're like, "Oh, is this such and such?" And I was like, "Yes." And then they said some things about like a company that I did not work at. And I was like, "Oh, are you still working at such and such?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." And they're like, "Oh, okay. But what about we're here from this company to talk about this thing. You may have heard from other person about this thing." And I was like, "I don't know who that is." No, oh, okay. Sorry, you must have the wrong number. But they got my name, so I'm like, what's the deal here, huh? All the time my family calls, I think 4 hours ago. Family do in fact be calling. My family also prefers calling over texting. Even for like very minor things. I think because a lot of them don't really know how to text. So they just call instead. 15 o'clock today, I think. Mine was May 17th. May 17th. That's like 2 months ago. Slime Molder's mom is a caller, dad is a texter. Calling is so inefficient though. You have to like be in a place where you can answer the call. You gotta be like in a place where you could talk. You gotta listen, you can't have a historical record of it written down. There's a lot of stuff. I would work at Wolfie's Ice Cream. I don't even have that. I don't even have ice cream. Welcome, Stove God. Your whole family is named Colin? No, I think you misunderstood. I think you misheard. I thought, maybe you have heard me say Colin as in like calling? Calling? You thought of Colin, the name that people have, Colin. But that's a different word. Texting hard. I get annoyed when I get called, just text me. Exactly. Right. It's so much more efficient. Actually, no, I feel like it depends. There are some times when, like, I feel like if I have to write more than, like, 2 paragraphs or something, I feel like it's faster to call. Okay, this is maybe like a work thing. I feel like sometimes when I have to explain something over Slack and it takes more than like 2 or 3 paragraphs, I'm like, I feel like I spend more time writing it. If I were to just like talk out loud, it would be a lot faster. There's something about it. Maybe I'm just inefficient at writing things. I know some people, they just write a message and send it. They'll send like 10 messages. I am the kind of person that will write several long paragraphs instead of sending 10 to 20 short messages. And some people don't like that. But I think it's more respectful of their time. Because otherwise you're sending one message and then they see that you're typing and they're like, oh, I can't type, they're typing. And then they send a message and you're like, okay, is this the end of the message? No, I gotta wait. Okay, and then they continue to send messages for like the next 5 minutes explaining their thing, and I'm like, okay, this could have, you could have like waited for like one message. I don't know, I hate that. Just send me one long message. People, it differs between people. I don't know. Calling makes it clear that you have both gotten the information you need. So true. I would buy ice cream from the employees at Wolfie's Ice Cream, but that company does not exist. Why do they call it Colin when you call out the hot food? Call out of eat hot the food. Namington got a name wrong, the horror. Colin, Namington? That, or it can be misunderstood through text. That's also true. No, but I feel like it's more easy to misunderstand something through speech. Because if it's through text, you can read over it. You could be like, oh, okay, this is what they meant. If they say something out loud, you could quite easily miss it. When reading, it's much harder to miss stuff. Yes, several messages. I like short messages when I'm there and interacting. I don't know. I don't like it. Real, but then I get to the end and read it over and go, actually, this is probably annoying, and then I delete it all. Even like when you write like a long paragraph and then you decide not to send it. Have you watched, like, okay, this is a thing that I know, when I watch other people send messages, it's like I pick up on like, oh, they type this thing and then they backspace the entire message. And then they go back, they type it again, they change like a few words, and then they think about it, and then they're like, oh, maybe I should use this word instead. And then I'm just send the message. You could just send the message, it's fine. But I mean, I also do that. So like, I don't know why I'm complaining. I'm sure if anyone watched me type like a long message, they would be annoyed. They would be like, this guy's freaking opening up NeoVim to type a message that has multiple lines. I actually do that, by the way. A lot of times I will open up Vim, NeoVim specifically, to type a long message, and then I will copy the message and paste it into the software that I want to send the message in, instead of typing it in the actual software. Now, it is a bit deranged, but it's just what I do. I just find it to be more convenient sometimes to edit long messages in Vim. Let's see, I tend to just reply to specific short messages a lot. Actually, if someone is sending you like 10 messages in a row, all very short, do you wait until they're done sending all the messages, or do you like start typing even when they're still mid-message? Because I'm always like, oh, they're typing, I gotta wait until they're done. But then like sometimes they stop for a while and you're like, are they done? And then you post something, but then they're still posting. I don't know. I overthink messages all the time. I'm constantly doing that. I absolutely do type out in NeoVim for long messages. Message boxes are too fleeting. Yeah, and also like sometimes you might press enter by mistake. It happens actually pretty often. Like when you're typing a thing that has an apostrophe in it, that thing is right next to the enter key, and then like you might, instead of pressing apostrophe, you press enter and you send the message. And you're like, oh frick, I gotta like, now I have to like hurry up to type the rest of it, or else, you know, this will be an incomplete message. It's actually messed up. That's why I type things in a different program, so that that cannot happen. Discord does not have Vim mode. Exactly. What do I shift plus enter? Yes, but like sometimes things are different. In some apps, shift plus enter will add a new line. Sometimes enter by default will add the new line, and shift enter is the thing that submits it. And I just don't know. So I just don't risk it. I start typing at the third message. I don't know. I just wait. I wait in case they add more info, and what I type now looks dumb. Exactly. They're just typing a lot of stuff. Incomplete things. And you just have to wait. It does, however, have a search replacement. Yeah, but I can't trust it, though. You cannot necessarily trust. It does exist. It also exists in Slack, I'm pretty sure. And also HipChat. Does anyone remember HipChat? That was Atlassian's chat program before Slack really existed. I don't know. And you forget and send it too early. Exactly. A lot of stuff, you know, about chatting in Twitch chat as well. When you send a message unintentionally, it's like, oh no. There have been many times when people would like paste a message from their clipboard. It would be like their password or something. You're like, oh shoot, they just posted their password in the chat. Everyone hack them. Just reset their password. A lot of things to think about. Messaging. Imagine posting on Discord. What was the last thing you all sent on Discord? For me, it was yesterday's message in the Wolfie Discord. The thing that everyone does on days when I don't stream. Just post an emote, and everyone was forwarding messages. I forwarded one. That was my last thing I did on Discord. Posted a Weezer Wednesday gif. It is Wednesday. I don't think I've actually ever listened to a Weezer song. Is that absurd? I don't know what Weezer sounds like. I don't know any Weezer songs. Recently started to write stuff like collab ideas in Markdown. Export them to PDF with Pandoc. What are some of these ideas? What's the new collab meta? No, it's Peak, right? Everyone's playing Peak now. If you want to destroy my sweater, that's the last thing you sent on Discord? What was the first thing you sent on Discord? Is it possible to find out the first message you've ever sent on Discord? I wonder what mine was. Is there like a search from user sort by Oh, that's a Weezer song? I don't know, I've never heard of it. Let's see. From Wolfie. History. I don't know. I don't know how to search for it. It might even be impossible. Anyway. Weezer is kind of funny. I finally had the pleasure to hear a single song of theirs in the past year. I don't know. The only thing I know about Weezer is that they have like a blue album, and it's like just 4 of them standing next to each other on a blue background. That's the only thing I know. Is this just Western weeb music? Is it? What do they sing about? What's everyone's favorite Weezer song? Because I don't know any of them. Weezer, isn't that the guy from Jimmy Neutron? That's the kid from Jimmy Neutron. I don't listen to lyrics. Beverly Hills, Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly. I don't know what this sounds like. Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, that's where we're from. That's probably not what that sounds like. Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly lyrics. What did they say? The lyrics. What? Genius is down? What are they doing? They had one job. Oh my god. Okay, it's literally built into Google. Sorry, on DuckDuckGo. Alright, what's with these homies dissing my girl? Why they got a front? What did we ever do to these guys that made them so violent? Woohoo, but you know I'm yours, woohoo. And I know you're mine, woohoo, and that's for all time. Ooh-wee-oo, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't know if I've heard this song. Karaoke when? Never. Imagine karaokeing. Imagine singing music. Could not be me. Did I ever consider doing a karaoke stream? Nope. Not really. You definitely have It's Funny without the melody. What, Buddy Holly? Buddy. What is Buddy Holly? What are they referencing? Did the idea ever cross my mind of doing a karaoke stream? No, not really. Yeah, it has to be in real life. It must be reality. As you all know, streams is not real life. This is all digital. Buddy Holly was a rock singer? Wow. But I feel like, do you think more people know about the Weezer song than actually Buddy Holly? I mean, that's the case for me. I didn't know that. But also, I don't know many things. So maybe that's not representative. At this point, so true. Maybe actually true. Buddy Holly. Probably for people under 55. 50. Do you all remember 55? I was reminded of this on YouTube, a YouTube short. There was what was that show? The thing that used to be College Humor. Dropout. They had like a show called Actually, where they state a fact where there's like one thing that's wrong with it, and then the contestants have to go actually this is not true because of this thing. They had a reference to 55, which if you don't remember was like a really old albino black sheep flash comedy song of a guy saying 55 and other nonsensical words. And I forgot that existed until like 2 weeks ago. And I feel like I've listened to that song so much as a kid because there was nothing else to do back then. You just had to watch the same like 5 flash cartoons. And no one knew. I knew, but yeah, no one in the video knew the song. They're like, "What the frick is 55? You just made up a song?" And I was there like, "No, I remember. I remember." Those were the guys who made the Super Mario Bros. What was it called? They had something like the Super Mario Twins, something like that. You know. I was thinking earlier today, I've probably heard 500% more Elvis impersonators than actual Elvis. That's also true. I don't know if I know an Elvis song besides Can't Help Falling in Love, but then I don't think I've heard Elvis in it. Didn't realize that Dropout was College Humor. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think like a lot of the people that work on it are former College Humor employees. So like maybe it's not exactly College Humor, but it's like the spiritual successor. Yes, Homestar Runner as well. You know, Mario Twins. Yeah, Mario Twins. I'm not gonna watch it because I'm pretty sure they say like some stuff that's probably not safe for stream. 55 though, you all remember 55? Remember this? I'm not seeing this. Does Group X? This was the group that made the song. Are they still making music? This is not the same thing. Group X music. X the band, this does not look like it. This is a different thing. Group X lyrics. Ah, Genius is down. Welcome Ultra Chakar. Group X. Please use Group X with the accent instead. Oh my god, I remember they used to talk like this. Holy frick. This probably makes sense to like 1 or 2 people. But of the people that understand, you're like, oh shoot, they did talk like this. Oh shoot, man. Good times. It probably hasn't aged well. I'm sure if you look at some of the lyrics, it's probably like, oh, they should not be saying this stuff. But you know, back then, I don't know. Does anyone remember Puppy Whirl? Puppy Whirl. Puppy Whirl. Classic Flash cartoons. Puppy Whirl. Anyway, why was I talking about this? Why did I... What was I talking about before this? I don't even know. Horses? We were talking about horses. Uma Musume. Wow, it's crazy that I got 2 of the meta character, huh? A card. 2 copies of Kisa-san Black. Despite needing 4 of them. Wow. Anyway, I don't know. What's even the deal with society? If you really think about it. I'm checking Slack for some reason. Why am I checking Slack? Oh no, we didn't start the sprint. We didn't actually start the sprint in the last sprint planning. Me when the manager does not start the sprint. No, our velocity. It's so incorrect. Oh no. The burn down chart. Do you have anyone who cares about burn down charts? Does anyone even know what I'm talking about? It's like you assign points to things And you say, in this sprint we did 50 points of work. Compared to our previous thing, we have done our velocity, our sprint velocity is less than before. No one even knows anyway. Sprint velocity, that's Uma Musume. Whoa, he's sprinting. That's when you gotta call in the front runner. That's why you gotta have Silent Suzuka in your sprint, because she has the skills and the stats required, and the legacy is pretty strong. I'm eating lunch and no idea about sprints, about Jira, ticket, burn down charts. That's good. Actually, you should not know. It's better that you don't know, because it is quite confusing. It's work related. Can't be talking about work. Sprint velocity, we're still using waterfall. Burn down. What about burn up? Burn up for what? Am I right, guys? Burn up. Isn't that the ZZZ character with the song? Whoa, is this a Alolan Muck? I like the shading, the different colors. Very nice, very nice. I'm going to assume that Tag Barrel drew this, because he does often draw Pokemon. Burn down. Burn down. Isn't that the guy from The Simpsons? Wait, what am I thinking of? Burn? What am I? Mr. Burns. I forgot. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was thinking of Smithers for some reason, but Smithers is his assistant. It's a different guy. Burns? Yes, Burns. Mr. Snrub. Sorry, that's a totally different person. You cannot be given the past life information of Mr. Snrub. People out here, they're like, oh, actually, he's Mr. Burns. He's not. That's a different guy. Legally distinct. Keep their past lives separate. It's bad manners to even mention them in the same word, the same sentence. Do you know what you're talking about? No. It's at this point of the stream that I'm kind of just saying things. I'm just out here being like, hey guys, what's the deal with Uma Musume? Oh, they're horses, but they're girls. But they're human. That doesn't make any sense, George. How can they be humans and horse girls? They're humans and they're horse girls, Jerry. They're human horse girls. Mr. Snrub is a different guy on a different job. What's going to be Mr. Pink? See if that is a reference to the episode in which Mr. Snrub existed. I don't remember. I just don't know. Jockey and Beast combined to become one being. Beast Jockey? Beast Jockey. Oh, you mean, okay, horse race. Right, horse racing jockey. I forgot that jockeys are a thing that exists in horse racing. Horse girls, but they're horse girls. So true, so true. Reservoir to reference dogs. Has anyone referenced a dog recently? What's dog? What is even dog, though? Jockey from horse, unrelated to chicken. Chicken jockey. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, Dopamine. Did you roll for Kita-san Black? Did you get Kita-san Black? Welcome, Brooke, as well. You got it. Did you get one? Did you have to? Is pity? Did you have to? I can't say words. What are you doing? I already know what you're doing. You're playing. Oh, listen, man. Yep, I knew it. One copy, and you have two of them. Let's go. Or actually, you need at least 4 copies because she's not actually viable until MLB 3. I can't believe that you don't even know that. I'm just kidding. Am I though? I don't actually know. I don't actually play the game. But that's good though. It's good. And now you will have many meta cards. Did you say Yu-Gi-Oh? No. No, I didn't. That's fine. You know, you'll get enough. Whatever it is that you can use to get another copy at some point. What I've read is that after, you know, a few months, they give out rewards that are like, hey, here's this star material. I don't actually know what the currency is. There's so many currencies in gacha games, I don't know what it's called. There's like at least 10 currencies. You got like the rolling currency, which is carrots. You got like the friend points. You got like the shoes. You got like the I don't even know what else there is. Star points. They got the other, yes, carrots that horses eat. They called them carrots because they are the premium currency gems, but they are carrots. It's a pun. Did I catch any big fish? Probably. I honestly don't remember. But I probably have. Anyway. Welcome Rylinks. Yeah, they're spelled carrots with an A. Carrots. Horses like apples more. Well, you can't just speak for every horse. How do you know that horses necessarily prefer apples? I mean, maybe you're objectively right. But what if you're not? What if they actually prefer shrimp? What if they actually prefer a quesadilla? Or perhaps a burrito? Perhaps some guacamole with chips? Some corn chips, perhaps? Perhaps some Flamin' Hot Cheetos? It's probably not good to feed a horse Flamin' Hot Cheetos, I would assume. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. It is time to end the stream. Everyone, let's go back to the spawn point. I'll take a photo here. And then I will end the stream. Perfectly timed, I will just go to sleep. Yeah, you can totally just go to sleep. Goat to sleep. Goat to sleep on that thing. That's what she says. Goat to sleep. Is everyone still fishing? Everyone, what are you doing? I'm gonna close the lobby. You have to be here for the ending screenshot, or otherwise there will be no evidence that you were here. Besides the VOD, I guess. Alright, here's a screenshot. Is anyone else? Anyone else? Everyone that was over there. Does anyone else want to come over for the screenshot? You have a limited amount of time. You literally, I'm literally going to end the stream. Okay, they've continued fishing. I will assume that you perhaps are not listening, or perhaps don't care. Perhaps I will close the lobby, and then you don't even realize. You're like, what the? You closed the lobby. I was fishing. Oh my god, I was fishing. Goat Tua. Goat Tua. Shrimp on that, Barbie. Alright, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I will now close the lobby, save and quit, return to desktop, and I will load up Uma Musume Pretty Derby to link my account, but I'll do that off stream. Yes, I will not even shut down because I need to have this on to load the game. So I will go to the outro scene. Alright, what do we got here? How many join to fish? I don't know. At least 5. It's National Hot Dog Day. Guinea Pig Appreciation Day. And Snake Day. And let's do National Hot Dog Day. Or, I mean, we could also do Guinea Pig Appreciation. Is there a guinea pig emoji that's like official, built in? Is that even real? I don't know. Let's do... It's pretty good. Which one's pretty good? Guinea Pig Day? Hot Dog Day? National Hot Dog Day. Guinea Pig... You know, let's do National Guinea Pig Appreciation. Guinea Pig Appreciation Day. Right. What are some relevant emotes? You could also post Hot Dog Day if you want. Whichever, it's up to you. You get to choose. I'm going to send you over to... What about this person? This person who I don't think I've ever seen online at this time, but they have rated us once. I'll send you over to Esperlode, who is playing Umu Musume. That is a game that I played for some portion of today's stream, and by played I mean I rolled. I didn't actually play, I guess. I don't know. But that's gonna be it. Thanks for tuning in. 38 viewers. I did get rated. That is true. I did in fact get rated. But yeah, that's it. I'll be back on Friday, most likely, with some software and game development. There's going to be a game jam from Friday and Saturday. And if I can come up with an idea, I will stream the making of a new game. Even if I can't come up with an idea, I will at least stream, and then we can be like, we can collectively brainstorm an idea. And then I'll steal your ideas and claim them for myself. I'll be like, oh, this is totally my idea for this game jam. Or not, I don't know, whatever. But then Saturday, if I feel confident in working on that game, then instead of Variety Saturday, it'll be more game dev. I will be working on the game jam game. But anyway, we'll find out when that happens. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.